Red Jeep Tours presents In the Kitchen with Chef Andrew Copley and friends. Brought to you by Exotic Motor Cars and Cornerstone Insurance.
Welcome to Copley's in Palm Springs. You know, for the last 18 years, I've had the pleasure of being able to cook in this former Cary Grant estate. But it's not where I started. And I've had so many great mentors to help me along in my career. I remember one distinctly. He took me from the countryside of north of England when I couldn't cook to the hustle and bustle of London, the capital city of England. I was able to work in some five-star establishments, learn my techniques, and be mentored all the way along. And for that, I'm very, very grateful. But now times have changed, and I'm still passionate about cooking, and I'm passionate to share. So now, I want to share the joy of cooking with you, my friends.
Sky, we're gonna have so much fun cooking with friends.
Yes.
Oh, Andrew, it is so good to be your friend.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Today, we're going to visit my good friend Chef Kelly at Mitch's on El Paseo. Come inside, let's go say hello.
Hey,
Good to see you, buddy.
you too, man. It's been a
Welcome
while.
to Mitch's. Welcome to Mitch's.
Thank you.
Got everything set up ready for us in the back.
Chef's kind of work. All right,
let's
should we go? Okay, let's go. So here we are. We're at Mitch's on El Paseo. The heart of this building is the kitchen. And I'm here with Chef Kelly, who's the executive chef here, and a good long-time friend. We've worked together before on different events. We're getting older. We got the same hobbies. Well, he's a skier, I'm a snowboarder, but we kind of, it's close enough. He's already, oh, you've already got started.
Yeah, you gave me a menu, so I got some stuff done for you.
And today we're going to do a really nice dish. We're going to do a duck dish. So we're going to do a kind of a smoked duck dish. It's not complicated. It's nice and easy. Kelly's going to do the risotto because it's his forte and it's on the menu here anyway. And I'm going to do a vinaigrette, and then we're going to finish with some really earthy vegetables like a spinach. So that's what we're going to get started on first. We're going to put the dish together. We're going to do two. I'm going to do one and he's going to do one, but it'll be the same dish. And then we'll put two different presentations down and see which you like best. All right, should we get started?
Let's get going.
Let's do it. All right, so you've already got your stuff started as far as your prep, but we'll wait on that one. We'll do the duck together, okay? So what I'd like you to do, if you don't mind, is we're going to make a little smoking liquid with some oil and garlic. It's a lot easier for people at home to do this kind of smoking technique rather than buying the wood chips and doing that and smoking the house out. So Kelly, if you don't mind, we have some smoked liquid, garlic puree, and some oil. And I'm gonna start cleaning the duck. So with the duck, the skin on the duck is really, really thick and it's got a lot of flavor. But what we wanna do is make it a little crispy, but we need to clean it as well so we don't have too much duck fat or skin on the presentation at the end. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it over, and you can see how the actual skin comes over the actual flesh. So just by doing a few little cuts, this is your knife, right? Wow.
Nice and sharp for you.
No kidding. I've got to be careful with this. Get the Band-Aids out. And I'm just gonna clean around the duck like this. I'll do the first one nice and slow. When I turn it over, you'll see what I mean. So you can see there, I've now cleaned it into kind of like a little rectangle, so this will crisp up nicely. What I don't want the duck to do is, when I sear it, it curls up like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm doing a diamond pattern. So I'm gonna very gently and with ease make little score marks into the skin like this. And that way, it'll stop the duck from actually curling up. And that's how we score our ducks into a diamond pattern, okay? This, we can either render that down or use it for the fat, but we don't eat it. We just use it for the flavor. So I'm just gonna clean them up. If you don't mind putting these in the marinade, Kelly.
Got it.
So we're gonna marinate these for about 30 minutes. It can go up to an hour, and it'll just intensify the flavor, the smoky flavor in the duck breast. But literally 30 minutes is good enough. So as Kelly does that one, and remember in here we have olive oil, some garlic puree, and a smoking liquid that you can buy at, most stores in town here. They all carry it. It comes in like a small bottle. It's about 4 ounces, so it's not a huge thing. And it's not a really costly item to purchase. And it does work better for smoking at home.
It makes it a lot easier.
It does, doesn't
does
it?
make it a
Yeah.
lot easier.
Because having to do it with wood chips is just, oh.
It's a process.
It's a big process. If you have a family pet, they run around like crazy thinking that they're going to get some kind of a treat. Whereas this is a lot easier. All right, so there's my 4 duck breasts. And also we're gonna get that garlic flavor as well. All right, we're good. So that's my part of the first step of the dish. And now, I think what we should do now is you're all set for your risotto. So
We got everything ready.
yeah, so maybe Kelly's gonna start on the risotto then now, right?
Yep.
And I can give you a hand with that and maybe start putting together our vinaigrette.
Sounds great.
Good. Okay, so I'll put this away and then we'll marinate this. So, like any chef, Kelly gets it all organized. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to run through what you've got going on there?
You got it. So, got your mise en place together. That means everything in its place. So,
Yeah.
for the risotto, we're going to start with the onions, celery, and bacon. So, we got that all measured out, ready to go. We're going to use our arborio rice, which is a short grain rice, lots of starch. So, as we stir it, that kind of gives the risotto its creaminess.
Yeah.
Bring everything together. Tomatoes, garlic, cheese. We're going to finish it with a little bit of butter and a little bit of Parmesan and fresh herbs there at the end.
All right,
Yeah. I'm ready to go.
let's do it.
All right, so the first thing is we're going to warm up our pan a little bit. Start with our olive oil. Add our bacon, celery and onion. Begin to saute. Just a couple minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. Soften up the celery, and I can season as I go. Lightly salt and pepper it. And I'll keep seasoning as I cook the dish. And we don't want to caramelize this. We just want to get a nice translucent look to our onions to make sure everything's soft. Next, we're going to add our arborio rice. Same thing here. We just want to get the rice nice and coated with some oil. It turns slightly translucent as it gets warm. Then we're going to add our white wine, carefully measured here, about a cup. Stir that in, let it absorb. At this point, I'll add another pinch of salt. Move it around. With risotto, too, you'll tell when it's done because you're constantly adding liquid and it's absorbing it. Once it kind of gets dry, that's when you know it's time to add a little more. In this case, we're going to use some chicken stock. So we're going to let this simmer. We're going to keep checking on this. I think it's time we need to work on our red wine reduction and make our vinaigrette.
Looking for a safe and fun outdoor adventure? Then let Palm Springs world-famous Red Jeep Tours transport you to a desert wonderland. Choose from a variety of exciting adventures. Journey through the bones of the earth on our signature San Andreas Fault Tour at our private and exclusive Metate Ranch. Explore narrow-walled slot canyons, a natural palm oasis, and learn about local Native American culture. Red Jeep Tours, offering experiences that engage, educate, and entertain since 1988.
Cornerstone Insurance Services is an independent brokerage firm that represents dozens of insurance carriers for all lines of insurance. We want to be your personal insurance agent to help navigate your best options and benefits.
Hey, Jan.
Hi, Chef.
Look, for my restaurant, I need a professional chopping knife, I need a timer, and I need a thermometer.
Okay.
Plus gifts.
Well, we know how you love our world-famous chopper.
I'm definitely gonna need 2 of those.
I already have some wrapped just for you, Andrew. And we also have some beautiful Nora Fleming pieces I want to show you, okay?
Yeah, let's have a look.
When Coachella Valley chefs are looking for that special knife or gadget, they come to Kitchen Kitchen in Indian Wells.
And there's all your gifts.
Thanks, Jan. I knew you'd have everything I needed.
Kitchen Kitchen for the chef in you.
Welcome to Gelato Granucci, the little shop with the big flavors.
Where our brilliant flavor designers bring you the art of gelato. Flavors like coffee, strawberry, salted caramel, cookie shot cones, gelato bars, and gelato cannolis. And now Gelato Granucci can be featured at your special event. Our scrumptious gelato will be served to your guests from our vintage cart.
See you soon at Gelato Garnucci in downtown Palm Springs.
Hi, I'm Henry. And I'm Steve. Together we represent Exotic Motorcars here in Palm Springs. For the last 30 years, we've been the Valley's leading supplier of pre-owned exotic, luxury and classic cars.
Don't just dream it, drive it.
All right, Kelly's there doing the risotto. He's about halfway through it right now, and I'm gonna bring him over now. He can help me with the vinaigrette or the dressing. So the reason why we're not making a sauce with this beautiful duck dish is because we're doing the vinaigrette, and the creaminess from the risotto is gonna be kind of a sub for the sauce. And it makes it a lighter dish and a lot more tasteful. So what I'd like you to do for me is, if you don't mind chopping this tarragon. So we're gonna add tarragon to the vinaigrette, which has got a really nice aniseed licorice flavor. What I'm gonna do is start building the vinaigrette with these building blocks. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start building this vinaigrette. I'm gonna add some clove honey. Okay, so as the honey goes in, that's gonna be obviously the sweetener, but it's also gonna help bind the vinaigrette together. So as the honey goes in, the next binding agent is grain mustard, and I love this. I like this better than Dijon. I like the fact that when I make the vinaigrette, even though it goes into a blender, I still get like a speckled effect. It's a nice contrast. So mustard goes in. The garlic puree is going in next. Obviously, garlic goes in everything, especially my dishes.
It's good.
Yours too, right?
I'm a fan.
Yeah, we love garlic. And then this is a pomegranate molasses. Again, it's going to be nice and thick, and that gives it a nice pomegranate flavor, okay? All right, so there's our building blocks for our vinaigrette. Now, the one thing I haven't added is a Pinot Noir, because it is a Pinot Noir vinaigrette. So what I did is I took my cup of Pinot Noir and I reduced it down. So you see how I reduced it?
Good.
So basically it cooks off the alcohol, and it also gives it an intense wine flavor. So it's about lukewarm right now. So we're just gonna pour this in. I might not need all of this. So what I'm gonna do is do about half, see how my consistency of the vinaigrette goes, and then if I need to add more wine, I will. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take it over to my blender, and we're gonna start adding the olive oil.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go add the tomatoes,
Okay.
check on the risotto.
Got it.
Add some more liquid to it.
Sounds good.
Bobby Botina's Mexican and American Grill, now at the River and Rancho Mirage. Bobby Botina's, live entertainment, great food, cool vibes. See you at Bobby Botina's.
I got what it takes.
I've got what it takes.
I've got what it takes.
Welcome to Desert Outreach Synagogue, the voice of the valley. A place called home to anyone who needs one. A place of incredible music, community, conversation, and connection. Come join us. You already belong.
Hello, I'm Carlos King. My passion is designing fabulous homes. I work closely with my clients to achieve the look and feel that matches their vision. My greatest satisfaction is the wow factor, when my clients see our finished project. Let me translate your dreams into a visual reality. Call me at 760-880-9987.
So you finally made it to retirement, but now you are struggling to pay your bills and you worry that you have no options. You can stop worrying, because if you're 62 years or older and you own your own home, there's a quick and easy solution to getting the money you need to enjoy your retirement. Call Essex Mortgage now about how you can get a reverse mortgage. Essex Mortgage is an equal housing lender and is not affiliated with any state or federal agency. Loans are subject to credit approval. Loans made or arranged pursuant to a California financing law license number 603G833 NMLS 70377.
Thank you to Gelato Granucci for providing closed captioning for the hearing impaired.
So now we're going to give it a little blend. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to start the blender off very slowly and add a little bit of drizzle of oil. I'm not going to need a lot of oil because we've got a lot of binding agents in here, which will help incorporate the oil with the liquid. So here we go. Just going to start it off slowly. Drizzle, drizzle. Beautiful. So as you can see, I didn't add a lot of oil, but for this small quantity at home, that's sufficient. It's about half a cup. But the important thing is the consistency. So most vinaigrettes, when they're emulsified, which this is, it's been bound together, so it's not going to separate, should have the consistency to coat the back of a spoon. So I just take my spoon. Perfect. And that's how it comes out. So all I need to do now is I'm just going to give it a little salt and pepper. And thankfully, Kelly's already chopped my flavoring, which is our chopped tarragon.
Tarragon.
So I'm going to pop this in a little container like this, ready for dressing the actual duck when we're finished. If you just want to fold in the tarragon, give that a nice little mix. It's seasoned, it's got the garlic, it's got the molasses, it's got that red wine reduction, which I use Pinot Noir. And as you can see, I didn't need all of it, which is perfect. All right, how's the risotto going?
Risotto's looking good. We're getting close, finishing it up.
So now I think we should look at searing our duck, okay? Because the duck's been in the marinade for at least 30 minutes. We can get that started, and then as he finishes the risotto, we'll finish off with our spinach. Okay, so Kelly's still on the risotto. I am going to sear the duck. Now remember we talked about those score marks on the duck so that the duck doesn't crisp up and curl up? We just want the crisp up. So hot pan. Okay, I'm going to start with, you can hear it sizzle. I'm going to start with a hot pan and a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to go skin side down first. Rub it around, maybe turn that down an ounce. Rub this one around. Let's do one more, shall we? In case Kelly overcooks one.
Yeah, in case, just in
All
case.
right. So now what we're going to do is on a medium heat. It started off on a high heat, so I got the oil nice and hot. I brought it down to a medium heat because what I want to do is get a nice sear on this duck. And that way it should give it a nice crispy texture. I like to have a little sneaky peek too. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's going there. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So by reducing the heat, underneath that brown area what we've all just seen, the fat's going to start now to melt. And that has become a big oozing pot of richness, duck fat richness, which is what we're looking for. So again, I'll give it about a minute and a half. I'll go to 2, and then after 2, I'm going to turn them over. And I'm just going to finish them in the oven. A duck size like this, which is an 8-ounce duck breast, which is what we can get in our local stores, takes about 6 to 8 minutes to get a nice medium rare to medium. So let's have a look. Oh yeah, beautiful. Nice and crispy. And now, folks, that's going to go in the oven for about 6 to 8 minutes and we'll get a beautiful duck breast out of it.
All right, so this next step, we're gonna blanch our spinach. So blanching is just a quick process. We're gonna drop it in this boiling water for about 10 seconds. That'll make it a little bit easier when it comes time to saute it. Just quickly in there, and then we're gonna move it to an ice bath. Stop the cooking. Cool it off really fast. All right. Once it's cooled off, we're going to take the spinach and we're going to finish it off in a saute pan. So I've drained this and squeezed a little water out of the spinach. Got our saute pans warm. I'm just going to add a little bit of butter. We're going to add our spinach. Saute it up. I'm gonna lightly season it. A little salt and black pepper. And then we're ready to go. Head to the plate.
When you think of Palm Springs, you think of sunshine, palms, and beautiful backyard pools. Let Sunny Palm Pool Service take the worry out of maintaining the most important pool around, yours. Sunny Palm Pool Service offers concierge service for your pool or spa. Top quality and reliable maintenance and repairs. Sunny Palm Pool Service. We'll do the work. You do the relaxing. Call Rod at 760-333-4804.
Bobby Botina's Mexican and American Grill, now at the River and Rancho Mirage. Bobby Botina's, live entertainment, great food, cool vibes. See you at Bobby Botina's.
I got what it takes.
I've got what it takes.
I've got what it takes. Hi, I'm Henry.
And I'm Steve. Together we represent Exotic Motorcars here in Palm Springs. For the last 30 years, we've been the Valley's leading supplier of pre-owned exotic, luxury and classic cars.
Don't just dream it, drive it.
Cornerstone Insurance Services is an independent brokerage firm that represents dozens of insurance carriers for all lines of insurance. We want to be your personal insurance agent to help navigate your best options and benefits.
Looking for a safe and fun outdoor adventure? Then let Palm Springs world-famous Red Jeep Tours transport you to a desert wonderland. Choose from a variety of exciting adventures. Journey through the bones of the earth on our signature San Andreas Fall Tour at our private and exclusive Metate Ranch. Explore narrow-walled slot canyons, a natural palm oasis, and learn about local Native American culture. Red Jeep Tours, offering experiences that engage, educate, and entertain since 1988.
All right, so let's have a quick recap of what we've done. So we started off by cleaning our duck breasts. We got that nice diamond pattern on there. We marinated that in our smoke liquid. My friend Kelly, Chef Kelly here, made his risotto. So he sorted all of his vegetables, he added his stock, cooked the rice through, he's got his garlic, his ginger, all the goodies are in here. All he has to do now, I think, what are you going to do left?
We're just going to finish it off, add a little bit of cream, fold that in. We got our Parmesan and fresh herbs.
Perfect. So Kelly's going to do that. I seared the duck. We saw that nice crispiness. My duck's ready to go, and we have our dressing made. So let's see if we can get this dish looking spectacular. All right, buddy, you're up.
All right, here we go.
So what he's doing now is he's creaming it. So obviously, risotto has got a nice creamy texture just from the rice. But we like to add a little extra, just like they do in Italy. We're adding a little bit of cream, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, Reggiano. It's got some fresh thyme and parsley. That looks really good. That looks delicious.
We're ready to go.
Okay.
Looks good.
So remember the dressing we made? This is all finished up, and it's got that beautiful tarragon in there. So I'm going to start plating mine. So let's bring these closer to our chopping board. Do you have a plate there?
Here we go.
So I'm going to plate mine, but you can't do the same, okay? He's not doing the same. Okay. So I'm going to go around it, get a nice little speckle look. You can try that one. I'm watching. Oh, he's gone for the smear. He's gone for the smear. I knew it.
I can't copy you. Got to do something different.
All right, so risotto next. Wow, that looks real good. How am I not supposed to copy that?
It's like canal.
So listen, here's the deal. Let me stop. Here's the deal. Whoever gets the best vote on presentation has to buy a lift ticket for one of each other. I'll never beat him down the mountain, but if he pays for the lift ticket, that's good enough for me. All right, let's see what we got.
You're on.
All right. Or in the next race we have.
There you go.
So I'm going center of the plate. Okay, so Kelly went to the side. I like center for the simple reason you get a nice white spot around here. All right, so that's done. So let's look at what we got next. Let's do our spinach then, Kelly. So I went center. So what I'm gonna do now with this spoon is I'm gonna keep it exactly at the side of my risotto. Why? Color contrast. Nice bright green, burgundy red, and then that creaminess of the risotto. Beat that.
Beat that. All right.
I guess somebody's. I'll give you the phone number for the lift ticket office if you want, prior.
Going to Big Bear. All right.
All right.
So I'm make a nice bed of spinach.
And then
in.
remember we did the duck. Now we have to slice the duck. You've got the tongs, Kelly. Do you want to put a couple of duck breasts on that? I'm going to let you slice first.
All right.
Then I know what I'm going up against. All right, let me move my duck out of the way. I want that one.
Okay.
He's going for the multi-sliced. I know he is.
Oh, yeah.
What did I say?
We want to show off our cooking technique.
Oh my Lord, gosh. Wow, that looks really nice. I've got to compete against that? All right, Kelly's is done. Now, with the duck, we cook these about a nice medium to medium rare. I don't really go over that because it loses flavor. He's gone for the slice. I'm going for the diagonal, which is one straight cut down the, just on a bias of the duck, and that way I can turn it over. And I think you get a much nicer presentation because you can see the temperature. And then we can finish that off with a little bit of fresh tarragon. There's some for you. All right, let's hold these up and let's see what the vote comes in on. So there we are, folks. This is a real simple dish. Yes, it's made by two chefs, but it's perfectly easy to make at home. Semi-smoked duck with a creamy risotto, a Pinot Noir vinaigrette, and some sautéed spinach.
Delicious.
All right, shall we try this? I'm hungry. Yeah. All right, so in my opinion, I think they're pretty equal. I think we'll give it an equal tie, so we'll both buy our own tickets at this stage. However, let's do a taste test. So I want to check this risotto out, make sure it's good.
I'm going to try the duck.
Okay, we'll see how we go. All right, let's give it a shot.
Together. The duck's good.
It is. With the risotto, oh yeah, this is perfect.
Goes good together.
So I really don't know if there's going to be a winner here because they look equally as good and taste equally as good. So Kelly, thanks for having me here in your kitchen.
My pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. I will see you either in the next race in town or I'll see you on the hill.
On the hill.
All right, and I'll see you guys next week.